Yo, how's it going? Yo, what's up, Leo? What's up, Blender Batty? What's up, Voxel? How's it going? Doing good, I'm doing good. Nice to see you too, Voxel. I feel like I haven't seen you the last two streams. How's it going? I think I cooked with this latest enemy. 2 a.m.? Oh my gosh, I don't blame you. I mean, come on, man, you gotta stay up. I think I cooked with this latest enemy. Let me show you guys what I made. I was working on a slime enemy my last video or my last stream. Check this out. 2 a.m. on a school night? Hell no. No, I don't blame you, man, for real. Check this out. So you play this little mini game to get out. And after 6 hits, you can actually get out. What do you think? What do you think? Pretty sweet, right? It's flubber. The red eyeball is whenever an enemy detects you. Whenever an enemy detects you, you can tell by the eyeball. And if the enemy gets closer, the eyeball will go kind of crazy. See, like, look how crazy it goes when the enemy gets close. Do I get the voxel seal of approval? You think the eye is a good move? I get the seal of approval. Let's go. Get those green things out of here. Dang, game's turning out great. Duffable has also done a great job with the map. He really has. And he's not even halfway done. The map looks super repetitive right now because it's like actually just repeating the same couple of templates. But oh, you weren't supposed to see this, guys? You weren't supposed to see the door open? It's not ready. Yo, what's up, AV? How you doing? AV, I was just showing Voxel this new mechanic that I added for the slime. To get out of the slime, you have to play this little mini game. You're not supposed to get yeeted out like that, but yeah, this is kind of what the enemy does. Hey, I'm doing all right. Oh my gosh. Guys, that happened on purpose. That's actually a built-in feature. Thought I fixed the person like not going crazy, like flying out like that. Yeah, I don't know why it's still doing that. Eminem is actually nice, keeps player active and things. I think that the fling is a little too strong. Oh my, a lovely bug appeared when showcasing an enemy. I know, right? I saw this bug earlier and I thought I fixed it. But I guess not. Yeah, I guess not. Yo, how's it going, observer mode? So I'm working on adding a new enemy today. I'm gonna add an enemy and work a little bit on the UI, the way that this UI looks for the item system. But I kind of need help deciding what kind of enemy I want to add. I was thinking of doing more of like a passive enemy, like a snail that walks around and leaves like a slime trail that does damage if you stand on it. So pretty much just like an enemy that you want to avoid its trail. It doesn't actually like come up and attack you or anything. Since we've already got like 2 enemies that come up and attack you, I thought it'd be cool. Does anyone have any ideas on a cool sewer enemy? 'Cause I've already got the rat and the slime. Maybe a mutated rat? I actually already have a mutated rat. Yo, how's it going, Axo? What's up? Here, let me show you the mutated slime. Or the mutated rat. Hey, Duffable. This is the mutated rat right here. The model isn't done. The model is just a pickle rig. Come on, Voxel, be for real. Be for real now. Yo, what's up, Bitcoded? What about a trap mechanic that fills the room with acid? Oh, that would be kind of crazy, actually. We get in Duffable 2.0. My brother wants to learn modeling / building. Dude, if your brother could learn modeling and building, that would be amazing. We actually need another builder. Just working on a side project to gain some motivation. What you need is discipline, okay? Most of these things, I feel like it's hard to be motivated about. Like fixing bugs and crap, it's never motivating. You just kind of have to like do it. You have to be okay with doing things you don't like. How about a mutated bat that lifts you up? Like a, like it flies around and then lifts you up. You know what? I'm actually going to be making we're going to be making a mine shaft map in the future. So the bat would actually probably work in the mine shaft. Oh my gosh, get that rat away from me. Look at this rat. Let me show you guys this mechanic. Rat surfing. Would you rather be really rich through illegitimate means or be kind of successful through legitimate means? I'd rather be kind of successful through illegitimate means. Worst of both worlds. No, but actually, probably kind of successful. I don't really care about getting rich. It's about mining. It's an infinite hold down. Ores get better as you go down. You can also buy workers that dig for you. So you can buy slaves. Is that what you're saying? You're basically making a game about slaves. Why are you in the live test place? Oh, I just launched. But thanks for letting me know. I actually haven't been editing yet. Here, I'm gonna make something that makes sure I don't edit this place. There we go. Make a giant red brick. A roach or a mosquito? I feel like the roach or the mosquito, that's another good suggestion, but I feel like the rat kind of like is that little creature that runs around. So I feel like I need something more variety. Yo, what's up, Sino? Let me actually open the other game. Here we go. How many floors are you guys planning? On release, we'll probably have two, but like on the like testing and stuff, we're probably just gonna have one. But we're gonna have a lot of floors eventually. We're gonna have like at least 10. If the game does well, we'll have 10 eventually. I used to play Regretivator a lot, and that has like 90 unique floor. Still gets stale after a while. Dang, does it really? That sounds kind of tough. Making 90 floors and the game still gets stale? Are the 90 floors unique enough, or are they just kind of like reskinned, same thing? I actually have an idea on how I'm gonna make this game less stale, a couple different ideas, so that the main game loop doesn't get boring. Okay, so I'm between, in Regretivator, the floors are the same with the same events. Oh, okay. So maybe that's why I get stale. I don't know if I've played Regretivator before. By the way, is the music too loud? Or is it good volume? There we go. That time it didn't actually blast me out of the slime. You know what? I think the other game didn't have all my fixes yet. The music is fine. Oh my gosh, I just got out of one slime and sucked into another. There's not going to be this many enemies. This is purely this many because we're testing. 90 floors are really unique. Each one is functionality is different except for the shop floors and special floors. I think you'd like it. Okay. Yo, Axo is advertising on TikTok. How good is that for your game? I feel like that's such a good strat. I've only advertised using Roblox's like built-in ads. Okay. So let me pull up my list. Because I gotta start thinking about what enemy I want to make this stream. So we got the giant sewer snail. I also thought about like a snake that hangs out on the roof, and it's kind of like a trap to where when you stand under it or when you walk under it, it falls on top of your head and like wraps around your head and blinds you. And maybe there's like a different mini game to get out of it. Maybe you gotta like shake it off, going like moving left to left and right. Also, I could just do like a simple enemy that hits you. You have to do network and marketing if you want success. Using as many social media platforms and posting as much as you can helps immensely. Okay, okay. I'm gonna be doing shorts for this game. Just haven't gotten around to it. But I've recorded some stuff, so I'm gonna do some shorts. I think showing off the enemies in the shorts would be cool, and then maybe the procedural generation system. Okay. What could be like a unique enemy? Should I ask AI or is that selling out? Would I be selling my soul if I asked AI for ideas? How do you guys feel about that? Dude, one of the other coders for this game, one of the other coders for this game just got a dozen donuts and he sent me it. It's just him. And one of them already has a bite out of it, so he couldn't even wait to take a bite out of the donut. Is getting a dozen donuts for yourself kind of insane? I feel like getting a dozen donuts for one person is crazy. You're good, man. Yo, what's up, Costas? How hungry must he be to take a bite? I know, like, he couldn't even take a picture of the dozen before taking a bite. That's one of the coders for this game. So hopefully he's gonna use the donuts as fuel to go crazy tonight. Make a ton of progress. I think we're really close to our first testing session. I really do. Just gotta work out a couple more enemies, work out the lobby, and a couple more mechanics. How did he get the 1K donuts? Did he buy it? It's a dozen. Doing well, making a plugin, but I'm stuck on some problem, to be honest. Aren't we all stuck on a problem? Aren't we all? Yo, what's up, Toast? Toast always brings the energy. I can just feel it with the way he types. Ah, okay. We're going to the dark side and we're gonna ask AI for enemies. Give me unique enemy ideas for my sewers map in my game. Let's see if it gives me some trash. The pipe gnawer, the filth drifter, the valve warden. Oh gosh. Mold whisperer, the leech master, the rat king. This is kind of trash. Not gonna lie. Just do annoying flies. Just do big annoying flies. Ah, I feel like the rat is already like kind of annoying though, and it's fast. Ooh, the plumber. What if I did like a plumber that runs at you with a with a um with a pipe, pipes you up, and then like he hits you. How are you? Just asking. Are you asking me, Axo? Asking AI for ideas is fine, but it can be boring. It just takes whatever from the internet. Okay, so I'm just stealing other people's ideas. Do you guys have an artist? Um, no, I don't think we do. I think the only kind of artist we have is Duffable. Have you done lag compensation before? I have not. What is lag compensation? Is that like a specific thing? Like a method? Oh, you're asking me? I'm doing good, man. I'm already over my cold for the most part. I'm just coughing a little bit, but I don't think I'm sick anymore. So I'm doing good. What am I making? We're gonna work on making an enemy this stream. Um, but I was showing everyone the new slime mechanic I have. Are you going to allow playtesting before release? Yeah, Nordic. I am actually. If you're interested in testing out the game, that would be awesome. We're looking for testers actually. But if you guys want to test out the game, you can go to this link right here. If you guys are interested in testing out the game, you can click on that link. That's just the Discord for the game. Wait. I gave the wrong Discord. Hold on, I gave the dev one. Let me give the correct one. Here we go. Okay, join that Discord if you want to test out the game. Oh, I'm really feeling this the snail enemy. Or I think, you know what? We need more of like a basic enemy. So I think we're gonna do since my game are so satisfying. Satisfying systems do well on Roblox. They're like addicting things. What about a ghost or a zombie? Yeah, I think, oh, we're actually caught with two slimes here. I think we're gonna do like a zombie plumber. I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh, Voxel, it's awesome. You're an insane dev. I'm gonna show it when a couple more things come in the dev dumpster. I'm gonna show it on stream so that I can show like multiple things at once. Okay. Yeah, let's just go for a plumber. I'll let Duffable refine this plumber later, but we're just gonna find one out of the toolbox right now. Mario. Oh my gosh, imagine a Mario enemy. Can I just find a zombie plumber? Is that a thing? Zombie engineer. I don't know how I feel about this one. Let's find a plumber. Oh my gosh, this dude is horrifying. Oh, a toilet enemy? I can't do that. Yo, what's up, Sky? How's it going? What the heck? They gave us his arms? The game is looking peak. Thank you, man. We're about to add a plumber in, so it's gonna be even more peak. Let's give the plumber a... what kind of tools do plumbers use? What's like the most popular plumber tool? Is it a wrench? What would you guys say? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Just been busy with other stuff. How you doing? Yo, I'm doing good. Trying out the streaming stuff. Axo said Apple. Axo, Apple is not a freaking plumber tool. Oh, we're... How you doing, Sky? What you been up to? You got any projects? You got any projects you're working on? Oh, the unclogger thing. Yes. The plunger. Duh. I didn't even think about that. We have a plunger item in the game. I can actually use Duffable's plunger. He made one for us. I think it's in here. Plunger. Yeah, I didn't even think. Toast, that was my exact reaction. I didn't even think about a plunger. Oh no. Oh no. Leo, is the server icon AI generated? Um, maybe. Maybe I didn't have time to make an icon yet. Okay, we're gonna put this plunger in his right hand. I don't think Duffable approves. He's not liking this. I'll make one, bro. Just don't use AI. Leo, if you make us a nice icon, I might use it. Oh, we should make it like a massive plunger. There we go. Alright, let me see if this fits the vibe of the game. What do y'all think? Do I make him like bigger? What do y'all think about this enemy? We have to kill Axo? Not if I do it first. What? No, we got Mega Mario now. Yeah, he ate a mushroom. Yeah, stands out. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling right now. It kind of stands out. Now we got Mega Mario now. I think Duffable would have to create like a model. I don't know if I want to do... I don't know if I want to do like an R6 character or like an R15 character. I want the enemies to kind of be more like unique. I need an enemy that just runs up and hits you. Because so far I have an enemy that runs up and explodes. And then another enemy that... A slime that runs up and sucks you in. So they're both like unique. I think I just need a standard enemy that hits you. That just runs up and hits you. Maybe if you add some green stuff on him, he would blend in better. So you're basically saying make him Luigi? Is that what you're saying, Costas? You're basically just saying make him Luigi. Mega Mario before GTA 6 is absolute peak. Ugh, why am I struggling to think of the most simple enemy? Just sewer, dirty water type of. Oh, make him Dirty Mario. He ate the sewer mushroom. Um, maybe oh, what if I made like a pipe man? It was like he looks like a stick man, but he's just made out of pipes. Make a rat man? We already have a rat though. We already done got a rat. Oh, this is the guy from Doors. This enemy is so cool. Have you guys played Doors? We have a rat, but not a rat man, but it's too close. It's too close. I gotta make something more unique. I'm out here modeling, working my A off. I look one time and see Mega Mario. Hey, get back to work, Duffable. Nothing to see here. Leo, we have a slime, so that's like too close to a sludge monster. I think I just do my snail for now. I think we just do the snail. The sewer snail. Nothing pleases me. I know, I'm so picky. What do y'all think about this one? No, that one's too cute. I need it to look deadly. This one, oh, this one. Why snail and not leeches? Because the leech would basically, I don't know, a leech is like a small enemy, and I'm not feeling the leech. Yeah, Duffable, I made a list of enemies, but I don't know. I'm not even happy with the list right now. Should we just do the? I think we should just do the mutated plumber. Duffable, can you make like a zombie plumber? And I'll just make the I'll just get it working for now. What's Killer Croc? What is that? Let me search it. Killer Croc. Oh, from Spider-Man. Killer Croc from Spider-Man. I know that guy. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with the zombie for now. I think we actually have a couple that that Duffable built. We're just gonna work with one of these right now. So we'll name it mutated plumber. And we will put this guy in the enemies, the sewers. He's gonna be a basic enemy, mutated plumber. And we'll put these two back in server storage. Okay, so we're gonna give we're gonna just rebrand our zombie script. Because I already kind of have his functionalities in place, like just running up to you and hitting you. I can find it. Am I? Services, enemy AI, enemy types. Okay, so we're just gonna rebrand this one. We're gonna name it Mutated Plumber. And then in the enemy type tagger, Mutated Plumber. If I could spell right, Mutated Plumber. There we go. And then all we have to do to give him the effects is we have to tag him. So okay. So I just have to rename a couple more things in his script. The most intimidating Mario I've ever seen. Oh, okay. We're actually gonna let AI retype up the script. Is it alright if I DM you after the stream so we can talk about the icon? Sure. Yeah, for sure. Super interested in that. We are gonna have AI switch out all of this zombie over to Mutated Plumber. Switch out zombie for Mutated Plumber. I'm rebranding it. And then we're gonna also go into our sound data. And for all the zombie sounds, which are right here, we're gonna say Mutated Plumber. Leo, are you a GFX artist or like a UI person? And then animation data. Just regular art, but I'm versatile. Okay, you flexible. Do you draw or do you use what's it called? Adobe Illustrator. How about the Panzerdat from Black Ops 3 Zombies? I gotta look that up, I'm not gonna lie. I've never played Black Ops 3. Panzerdat. Oh, he's got like a metal suit on. That would actually be sick. I draw, but I can use vector illustrations too. Oh, so you're just an all-around artist. Okay. Hella talented. Okay, so let's get the AI script. So it renamed everything about zombies to plumber. And now we should let me see if I can actually get him working right now. He should just run up to you and attack you. UI elements for vector illustrations, for example, I can do. Okay, got you. No, 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 no. I don't want the smoke. I don't want the smoke. No! Oh my gosh. Why have my messages sent so late? Maybe the stream isn't set to live for you. Okay, let's find a zombie. Might have to just disable the other mobs while I... Yeah, we're not doing this. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up the enemies. We are going to put the Bomber Rat in advanced. We have basic, dangerous. Okay. So now, pull up my enemy spawner. And I will set advanced to... We'll set both to 0. Well, actually, we'll set 50% chance that you get nothing. 30 for basic. Let's see, 50 plus 30 is 80, so that leaves us, we'll just do 10, 10 for these two. You can make the enemy spawn rates player count dependent so you don't get swarmed like you did. Yeah, it's actually going to be, okay, so here's our zombie. This is going to be our mutated plumber. The spawn rates, what I was saying was, they're going to be based on how deep you are. So in the beginning, there's barely going to be any enemies, anyways. So let's go ahead and... Oh, we got an enemy that spotted us. The heck? Okay, so they need a better run animation. Or I might just make their run animation the same thing as their walk. They kind of just follow you. And if he comes at you, he hits you. I'm just gonna make his run the same as his walk. I think that's good. Alright, let's find a zombie. Let's find a zombie. There's one. No! It's very jarring to see the animation repeat with no in-between, so you could either make the attack speed slower or have tweens enabled. What do you mean tweens? Oh my gosh. Where did the slime go? I don't understand why the zombie's animation breaks when he's running. What do you mean tweens, Leo? Tweens in animation just fills in the movement of an object in between the keyframes. I still don't know how that works. I'm not too good with animations. But what I think I'll do... Hold on. Mutated plumber. Walk. I think what I'll do is probably space out his attack so that he doesn't attack as frequent. That's probably what I'll do. You have a keyframe which tells the object how to look from one keyframe to another in between two keyframes. You don't have empty space. Without tweens, the object would just snap from one pose to another. I see, I see. Tween smooths out that motion. Oh, okay, I see. So instead of like just snapping back to the restart of his animation, you would kind of like I would have to pretty much work the animation so that it kind of resets to a normal position, kind of. Attack. Let's see where he attacks. See where it calls attack. Yeah, so making the attack too slower solves that either way. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go the easy route. Yeah, what's up, 360 sauce? Did it snow for us? No, but there was a lot of wind. There was a lot of wind outside. I actually blew some stuff in my backyard around. Let's go ahead and open the AI script. Attack cooldown. Okay, we're gonna make the attack cooldown maybe 3 seconds. It snowed heavy for you. Did you go snowboarding or skiing? Slimes are already annoying enough. You don't need super fast attacking zombies. Yep, that's true. But keep in mind, there's not going to be like a ton of these enemies. These are going to be very rare enemies. It's just right now with the testing, they're kind of just everywhere. Okay. Let me figure out why my... Let me figure out why my zombie is not keeping the right animation when he's facing me. Mutated plumber. What do you mean, 360 sauce? Do they not, is there no mountains by you? Dude, I love snowboarding so much. I wish I lived in the cold just to have the snowboard sport. Looking at your code, I can see the issue. Okay. Okay, so I have to add this. You just stay indoors? Have you ever tried it though? Okay, I think this is gonna work here. Well, I have to make a snowboard sim on Roblox so we can all try it. Yes. If you make money on that game, Squigums, I want 1%. Why does a zombie sometimes slow down? Okay, I see. Yeah, since he doesn't attack very frequently, he like resets. I see what you're saying, Leo. I see what you're saying. They can't get me up here. Oh, crap. Not the slime. The slime can get you from anywhere. Wait, I know how to get myself out. Clipped out of the map. So I didn't have to die by a slime. There was so much snow falling when I was doing my finals, it was a pain to get home. That sounds awful. You have to walk home in the snow? They could break down obstacles, maybe? Oh, like they could start hitting obstacles? Although that's another trigger for all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work if I make them, like, able to destroy obstacles. So maybe in the future. I'm gonna go ahead and add the sprint button and the crouch button over to mobile. I think if we try playing mobile right now, yeah, there's no way for the player to sprint or crouch. Also, how do you guys feel about the slide? Do you guys think the slide mechanic is too much? Is this not like a slide type of game? You know what I mean? I added the slide because I want to be able to use pieces of furniture to like hide under. So I figured like if I have the slide in the game, you could like quickly slide under the furniture and the enemies would stop seeing you. That was kind of the idea behind the slide, but I don't know if I want to keep it. What you think about slide cancel? Is that bro, are you really pulling up Melee uh Super Smash Bros. Melee mechanics right now? Isn't that what that is? Slide cancel? Also, what's up, Skate? How you doing? Yeah, let's go ahead and get these buttons in. So what I'm gonna do is, let me see, if I click play, I'm gonna see if I can copy this button right here. Am I able to see it? Where is the jump button located? Oh, touch GUI, this one right here. Okay. Let's copy this. I think map design wise, you could make openings small enough for the player to slide through and escape enemies. You could use it to run away from enemies, but zombies will still pursue you. Well, I want to make it so that you could like slide under a piece of furniture, and once you're under there, like the enemies can no longer see you. Like in, have you played Repo? That's kind of what I was thinking. Okay, so now we have the mobile controls, so we can actually pretty much copy the mobile controls. Let me make a new screen GUI, and I will put mobile controls. We will do a frame. Put this frame right over here. We'll add a list layout and then an image button. And this image button will be this image button is going to be what this UI button background is. Do you have a slide and or a slide and crouch? I have a slide and crouch right now in the game. But I'm wondering if the slide is like too much. Mobile button. Like, is the slide, does it like speed up the game too much, you know? Because you kind of feel like you can just slide everywhere and you're super fast. I don't know. I feel like it kind of gives off the wrong vibe. But maybe not. I think it takes you out of the intensity a bit. Shut up, Squigums. I'm just kidding. um, no, that's exactly how I'm feeling actually. All right, slide boy. What is that supposed to mean, huh? I think it takes you. You kind of can just outrun the enemies with slide. Yeah, I mean, I want you to be able to outrun the enemies. It would be kind of lame if the enemies could like just destroy you every time they see you, you know? I just feel like the slide makes it too fast-paced. I don't know. I have to be right back in like a couple minutes. My mom's coming over to pick up a piano. Letting her borrow my piano. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Alright, and now let's set this. What did I do? Oh my gosh. No. There we go. There we go. And then this needs to be 1. And then the transparency of this button. There we go. We basically just copied the exact mobile button. And we're going to add 2 of these. And we're going to add some padding as well. Okay, so we need a sprint icon. I like this one. We'll put that right here. We're going to put an image inside of an image. I feel like when I slide, it makes me think of an FPS and I instantly want to play Arc Raiders. See, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking it makes you feel like you're in Arc Raiders. No, but yeah, usually games that are like more fast-paced have slides. How many people are working on this game? It's 4 of us. It is currently 4 of us. Okay, so that's going to be the mobile sprint button. And then we're also gonna do a crouch button. We don't have to think of sliding as purely a defensive tool. You can make it stun people. But this isn't like a PvP game. It's versus AI. Oh, hold on. My mom just got here. I gotta help her out with something. I am back. Wow, I am surprised 9 people stayed. Wait, no one gave this live stream a like yet? Oh my gosh. Don't tell me that. Everyone hates me, confirmed. Okay, this is the crouch icon we're gonna go for. I like this one. Nah, you like my homie, bro. For real. I think I'm gonna make this a little closer. The mobile controls are gonna be a little bit closer. Oh my gosh, I can't grab this thing. There we go. Okay. We just need to mess with the padding a little bit. Padding. I cannot use my mouse today, apparently. Yo, what's up, Code Kajri? We're just working on some buttons right now. So I'm gonna name this button crouch button, and this one's going to be sprint button. And we're gonna make them not tween. Right now I have a script that automatically, any button, it just takes in that button and makes it grow whenever you hover over it or tap on it. I don't think I want that for these two buttons. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do. Does the jump button do that? Let me see. Let me see what this looks like. Oh, the jump button does kind of do that. I don't like how when I move this one, it also moves this one. I'm doing good, man. Getting this game made right now. I made a lot of progress. And right now I'm just working on some mobile optimization. So I think these buttons, they need to be like a little bigger, and then they need to not tween around like that. Or not move around when the other ones grow. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna actually remove this. And these two buttons are going to have a 0.5 anchor point. And crouch button is going to go. Can I just manually move them? Yeah, I'll just manually move them. One will line up right there. Put this one right there. And let's go ahead and see how that looks. Okay, they're still need to be a little bigger, and then they're kind of it's too close to the jump button. Let me move those up. This is the tedious part about game dev. Like little mobile optimizations or like little adjustments. I used to say like back when I was starting out coding, I used to be like, oh, you know what? Like screw mobile optimization. Because it was just so much work. But I've realized that's the wrong approach, because mobile players are like the majority of Roblox. I made a new box the loot will be stored in. I made my brother import the textures. Nice, teaching him how to do it. Why isn't this one? Why is this button bigger than this one? Oh, it's the Y. There we go. Alright, let's see how these buttons look. Now they're actually a little too big. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah, Leo, it's a looting game. What were you thinking? You thought it was PvP? So a little more to the left. Why Roblox updates is so bad? They closed the chat. I need to be similar in age. WTF. I know. Like a good and a bad thing because now it's like the whole social aspect of Roblox is gone. Okay, that's good size. That's perfect sizing right there. I just need to adjust the transparency of these images. Maybe 0.75. Oh, that looks perfect. What do you guys think? That looks like default Roblox buttons to me. Yo, wait, did you know Minecraft and Discord are adding age verification? Are they gonna like scan your face in the same way? How do y'all feel about getting your whole face scanned? Imagine you're like self-conscious that you have a baby face and you're like self-conscious that you have a baby face and then you get your face scanned by Roblox and they tell you you're like 12 but you're actually like 20. I got put in 16 and 17 and 18 and 20. Was that accurate? I won't ask for your real age, but was that accurate? Buttons look good. Thank you, Leo. That means a lot coming from a graphic designer. This health bar does not look good on mobile. It's like missing. It's like a really thin little stripe. The stamina bar looks good though. Oh crap. 16 and 17 was the closest, but I'm in the early teen. Oh, so Sky, you kind of got in with the older ones then. That's crazy. So it's not even accurate. So you could be like 13 and get put in with like the 18-year-olds. Honestly, that's so stupid. I'm gonna just to see the health bar, I can manually alter it here. I go into check out the new box real quick. Okay, hold on. I will check it in 1 second, Duffable. Don't you worry. Where is my health bar GUI? Health bar. Oh my gosh. How did I not see that? Okay, and the fill, it's going to be... The fill is going to be size. Let's see. Let's do 0.5. And make it visible. Oh, it already is. Let's make this visible. It already is. Are you inspired by any other Roblox game? Yes. We're straight ripping Deadly Deliveries. I'm just kidding. We're inspired by Deadly Deliveries. Uh... Uh... Why isn't the size changing? Oh, this is the image label. I need the fill. Okay, I need the fill to be not transparent, which it isn't, so why isn't it working? Deadly Deliveries doesn't have procedural generation for its maps. Are you serious? I thought it did. Does it actually not? We're kind of more going based on repo, but we saw Deadly Deliveries. A lot of their mechanics are like really good for Roblox, so we're actually inspired by a lot of their mechanics. It's all pre-built room layouts. Do you guys think procedural generation is cooler because it's kind of like more unique? I think this bar is being squished by all this padding. I think this needs to be percent. Yeah, it needs to be percent. What is the stamina bar? Sprint bar is... Well, the sprint bar is 8 all around. So why doesn't this show up? What? I'm trying to find the best network module. I found one, but there's no autofill on it. So it's boring a little bit. Oh, what do you mean autofill? So if I take this UI padding and I put it in here, why does that disappear? And then this... Then this one, the stamina bar shows up. The stamina bar shows up, but the health bar doesn't. Maybe... Maybe the size of the health bar? Give it like... Okay, so maybe I just need to do that. Maybe I just need to give it 8. I just need to give it 8 pixels. As with networks, you must put all the functions that the client access that as with networks, you must put all the functions that the client accesses and access them. Use a network module, or do you just use normal ones? Um, I have a game where I use a network module, like a networker. And then I think for this game, I'm not using any network module. I'm just using remotes. But I don't pre-create all the remote objects. I just create the remotes in the scripts and then connect to them on the client side. Okay, so I need to go to this health bar really quick. Because this health bar needs some help. This health bar ain't right. Okay. So if we go to mobile, if we go to mobile to iPhone XR, yeah, it's like the bar is gone. So we need to We need to maybe make the bar a tad bit bigger on the Y. Maybe 8 pixels bigger. Okay, that looks good. And then let's also, while we're here, get the sprint bar. So we can kind of move this around. Can you imagine if this game gets 100k CCU? That'd be insane. Oh, that is too much. Okay, and then for the sprint bar, let's also give it some padding. Give it 8 pixels. Oh, that's mobile controls. Hold on, sprint bar. Here we go. 8 pixels. So it matches the health bar. And then I think we gotta move this up a little bit. And then let's move this sprint bar up as well. There we go. So that looks good on mobile. Let's make sure that it still looks good on computer. It's a little too separated. So we need to give it some offsets with the positioning. We need to give it some pixel offsets instead of percent. I like the stamina bar where it's at, but the health bar could be a little further down. No. Oh. Actually, I want the... Yeah, let's do that. And then we go back to mobile. Now it's a little too close, so this is where we can alter the... This is where we can alter the position with pixels. If we do 10, that looks good, and then if we go back to computer, it looks pretty good. We're gonna keep it like that. Who made your YouTube profile pic and banner? Leo, you don't want to ask that. Let's just say the same person that made the... Oh my gosh, Duffable's cooking. I'll draw you a profile pic. This situation is truly dire. Dude, it is. Are you gonna come to my rescue? Looks so good. W brother. Okay, so we can put these health bars back in. Health in the sprint bar. And let's do the same with the health bar. Who would win in a fist fight, Duckable or Duffable? Uh, oh, Duckable the YouTuber? Duffable said me, of course. Yeah, isn't Duckable, he's a scripter, right? So that means he's put all his skill points into his brain. So I think Duffable wins. Okay, let's go ahead and put these mobile controls in here. We're gonna make a module called mobile controls. This is just the weird way I set up my UI. So don't cringe. What if Duckable is able to channel his inner psychic energy into Blade? And he's allowed to bring into the arena. Ooh, Duffable, he kind of got you there. He gets a gun. He gets a gun, it evens things out. Duffable gets the gun. I'll just model a Thanos gauntlet. Oh my gosh. Duckable's not even here to defend himself. Rip Duckable. He's not even here to defend himself. Okay, so for these mobile controls, now we have to basically tell... Okay, I made this super easy for myself. I'm glad I did this. I made, the crouch and the sprint. I made them, play contexts and input actions. So adding a new button to that is going to be super easy. Basically, all I have to do is add a new input action or input binding. We'll name this mobile binding. And for the, oh, can I also, you know what? Oh, what did I just do? Okay, so for this sprint button, we are going to make it this. And then this is not going to work because it's actually cloning the UI, so it's not going to bind correctly, but I'm just going to do this anyways, just for reference when I'm looking in Studio. And this is the mobile binding for the crouch. And now I need to go into my crouch script, or my sprint and my crouch. And I need to find out where... Oh, first off, I need to make sure this doesn't actually reset. Okay, so this isn't resetting anymore. So when the player loads in... Actually... Let me look for the sprint action. I should be able to find it. Okay, bind GUI action. So I can actually do this here. What I'll do is I'll say set mobile input bindings. And let me think about this. We're gonna say we need to reference the actual GUI object, and then we also need to reference the input binding. So let's go ahead and get the input binding first. We're gonna say local sprint binding sprint. Wait, let me think about this. Yeah, sprint mobile binding is equal to, and if we look at it, it's in the alive context. So I guess we named it alive GUI for whatever reason. And it's going to be in the sprint. Why isn't that showing up? Live GUI, player, wait for child, player GUI, wait for child, alive player context. Okay, so yeah, it'll be there. We'll say sprint action, and we'll wait for child. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the crouch action. And then now we need the button references. So those are going to be in local sprint mobile button is equal to, we're gonna say player dot player GUI. I have 10 minutes worth of Python, and this code is very colorful. I know 10 minutes worth of Python, and this code is very colorful. You can set custom colors. So this is just my custom color. I'm just trying to be me, you know? Just trying to be myself. Player GUI, and then mobile controls. What do you mean, what? Yeah, you can actually set custom colors. Like, I could make it gray if I wanted to. If I was, like, depressing. I could code in all black and white. Okay, so mobile controls, frame, dot, sprint button. And then crouch mobile button is going to be, don't make it depressing. That's like, I know. No, I would never do that. Don't worry. I need the colors. The colors help you so much. Like, I can instantly see, like, tell where things are because of the colors. So now that we've referenced all of it. Yo, what's up, Novi? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. You should drop a follow. You know what I mean? I'm a little desperate right now. I don't think I've gotten a single follow. No way! Novi is my first follower of this stream. Thank you so much, Novi. So now that we have the references to the buttons, no problem. What a guy, man. What a guy. Are you interested in being a tester for this game? Because I could also drop the Discord for you. No way. Okay, hold on. I got you. Okay, so this is the game Discord. Okay, so we're gonna say for the sprint mobile binding dot sprint mobile binding, and then we're looking for the UI button. We're gonna say UI button is equal to, and then we're gonna set it equal to the sprint mobile button. And then basically we're just gonna do the same thing with the crouch. So now every time we bind the GUI actions, it should bind the mobile and the crouch bindings to their corresponding buttons. So now, all right, hold on, let me join. Thank you, Novel. Novel. Honestly, if I had a Twitch, I would follow. Sadly, I don't though. Hey, that's all right, man. You're here on YouTube. That's more than I could ask for. All right, great, Novel. I'll announce in the Discord when we plan on having testing. If you're interested, I can show you. This is what the game looks like. It's like a Lethal Company style game. Have you heard of Lethal Company? Oh no. Oh no. We gotta look into that. I can't sprint. My sprint is down because I messed up my script. How am I 99 minutes late? Yo, what's up, Sir Doom Swords? This is what the game looks like. There's some unique enemies. Like, this slime just absorbed me, so I have to escape. As you can see, oh, the slime just phased out of existence. He gone. 99 is crazy. One of our scripters is working on this opening mechanic where you're gonna be able to get loot out of this. What do y'all think about the animation? What do you think about the box jiggle physics? Okay, I can't open this one. Might be a new box. Let me try this one over here. Okay, what do you think about the box jiggle physics? Pretty good, right? Okay. Let's figure out why. Sprint action mobile button. Oh, I don't think it's called that. It's called... No, it is called mobile button. Oh, mobile binding. Jeez. You can't misspell a thing. If you misspell one thing in your script, it's not gonna work. Dude, this crouch icon literally looks like the dude's taking a dump. Get this off my screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and try these buttons again. Oh, we don't. Where'd the mobile buttons go? Mobile controls is not a valid member of player's UI. Is it not? Mobile controls? No, I actually don't see it here. Let's figure out why. Oh, it's because... I know why. Because I didn't add it to my UI control client. And then also for mobile controls, we need to detect when the player is playing on a phone, which, forgot how to do this. If, what's the if statement? Control? Let me look this up really quick. How to check if player is on mobile Roblox. Oh, okay, user input service. So if user, oh, do I need to get user input service? User input service dot gamepad? No. Touch? How do you do device? I guess it would just be touch enabled? It would just be touch enabled, right? Touch enabled, then, and we're gonna say GUI clone dot enabled is equal to true. So we set this to enabled false by default. And now we run it. Okay, sweet. So we have the buttons, and the sprint works, and the crouch works. Oh my gosh, close this. Yeah, sprint works. Why do the buttons look off? I thought we just fixed them. Maybe I can fix them right here. Yo, Dot Pop, thank you for the follow. Life is roadblocks. That's pretty deep, Dot Pop. That's pretty deep. Wow. Noble is amazed at your statement, Dot Pop. The crouch animation looks like bro is a hat with legs. Isn't that awesome though? You gotta admit. Position. 0.85. No, that is too much. 8.7. 8.75. Okay. And then we need to go a little higher. 0.35. 0.36. That's good right there. The crouch animation was inspired by the repo crouch animation, where like the robot like compresses really tiny into like a little head. I love that animation, so I kind of took it from there. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, let's just copy this, and then we will put this inside of our Isn't it so cute? Okay. The sprint works, it's just not working right now because... Why do you have a squid game as an asset? What are you talking about? A squid game? Yo, what's up, Kebab? Sneaky hat. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a sneaky hat. Okay, so mobile controls should be good now. I don't see any reason why they would fail. I'm gonna say that and they're gonna fail. Okay, let me check that off my list. Why is the cam so bright? Oh. It's because I don't usually I have this like light on my camera that like shines a light. Skin is glowing obviously. Yeah, that's why. Here, if I turn on the light on the camera, I think it makes it better. Dude, I don't know why I'm glowing. I think it's just because my room light is off and then my screen is so bright. It makes you look very pink. Dude, I think I'm just pink. I think that's just how I look. Maybe if I turn my room light on. Hold on. Do I look less pink? I look more pink. I literally look more pink. Leo, look what you've done, man. You made me burn calories for no reason. That's the OG one now. The contrast helps though. See, now I don't have now my skin's not glowing. Bro, is Leo breaking down my skin tone the way he would break down GUI? The next thing you're gonna ask me, Leo, is if I'm AI generated. Oh my gosh, the bots. The bots are in my stream. Why do bots join streams with one viewer? Trust in the context of your room being warm, color your overly pink skin feels more natural. Yo, how's it going, Spud? You set your notifications to all for you? Okay, first off, thank you so much. Dang, it sucks. YouTube must not like me if it's not. It's probably because I'm not monetized. So YouTube doesn't care to give notifications. You do have some bluish balance lighting. Leo, I know you did not just say I had bluish balance lighting. You're literally analyzing me like I'm one of your GUI projects. You're analyzing my actual face. Nah, bro, cause why in one of my Roblox games me and my friend were in the game just chilling and then the blocks drop bot joined and left. Maybe he wanted to make some friends. What is the blocks bot? Oh, blocks drop bot. Is that the one that what does that do? Can someone explain that to me? The blocks drop bot? The game, that's exactly it. No, You can look at me. I'm just saying, like you're like straight up breaking me down like my entire color palette. I don't mind though. I don't mind. I'm helping my two mates with their game. One's a run from crushing ball, and one is a dropper game. I'm willing to compromise for now. Um, that's cool, Spud. How are you helping them? Sends a link and acts like they got Robux in a convincing way. Sky, have you clicked on one of them before? Be honest. Be honest. Chat, is he your UI experiment? Yeah, I think I'm Leo's UI inspiration. Oh, they just need a descriptor? This room is looking good. They just need remember us when you're famous? Man, I'm never gonna be famous. But I will remember you. Nah, but my friend once did and nuked my Discord server. Did like a bunch of bots join your Discord server? All right, all right, all right. Y'all are distracting me. Now I'm too focused on my skin, my pink skin tone. And I lost all track of scripting. Well, it was like 2 and they spammed the chat. Then my friend banned him. Hmm. You know what that reminds me of, Sky? That can't be worse than. Oh my gosh, are you guys listening to an ad right now? Hold on. I'm exposing my YouTube music. Oh my gosh, I just played a McDonald's ad on stream for free. Hold on, Sky. I'm gonna tell you what that reminds me of. Let me just put some music on. You guys have any music preferences? What about that trap stuff? Um, okay, this one says copyright safe. Sky, that reminds me of this guy that joins my stream. Um, the OG synthwave one, the one I usually play. This guy joins my stream, and then he joined my stream on like 5 different accounts, and just kept like spamming the chat, and then he joined all the Discord servers on like 5 different accounts and was doing the same thing. Honestly, he was worse than a bot. Okay. We got the mobile buttons done. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how I don't know how he has the patience to do all that. No, actually, he really did. He does the same thing with you guys know Derp Monster? He's another streamer. He's another Roblox dev streamer. But he does the same thing to him. Oh, okay. You've heard of him? Dude, I'm surprised you're here in my stream. and you don't watch Derp. Peak unemployment? No, for real, Kebab. Okay. I'm gonna make a satisfying sound. So are we making a snail enemy? I think we are. Um, but I don't think I'm gonna do it this stream since we kind of already got a third enemy in. I think this stream, hold on, I need to get off mobile. I think I'm just gonna do some little fine tuning. But the first thing I want to do is I want to make a satisfying sound whenever I bring a loot piece over to the storage right here. So like every time I bring loot. Oh no. Oh, okay, that error is fine. I've seen that error before. So every time we pick up loot and bring it over, I want it to make a satisfying sound. Yeah, the crouch makes you too mobile, I think. Or the slide. Okay, here's a piece of loot. Let me turn my Roblox volume up. So whenever you bring a piece of loot over to this area right here, I want it to make like a satisfying sound, and then I also want it to notify like all the players. I added a timer. I actually didn't add a timer. There's no timer. There ain't no timer. I was actually... Deadly Deliveries does a timer, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. Oh, you read the value wrong? Yeah, that's just like whatever, however much your cargo is worth. Yeah, so I am going to add a satisfying sound. Let me go over to the loot. Oh gosh. Sound. Brain blows up. I know, it's super, super crazy, right? Let's see. Load loot, or loot detection zone. Okay, so this is what detects if a player entered. So if a player enters, it moves whatever they have to the ship inventory. Let me think about how I want to do this, because if they don't have anything, I basically need this to return something. Move to ship inventory. So I need this to return if it was like a success. So let's make like a variable. So we'll say, we will say has item, and then we'll say if has item, meaning if it's true, then here's where we're gonna play a sound. Play sound. And also play notification. Okay. So now we just need to have move to ship inventory. We need that to return a sound or a true if it did actually move something. Let's go ahead and pull up the inventory server. Or you know what? Maybe I can do this a better way. Maybe I can say, oh, Spud, how's the game going? The game's going really well. I think soon we're gonna have our first testing session. I don't think we're far from it. We added some new enemies, and now we're just improving the gameplay feel. Trying to add this satisfying sound whenever you get loot. So yeah, I don't think we need to actually do anything in inventory server. I think, what will the sound sound like? I want it to be like a satisfying sound, like a rewarding sound. So I don't have anything in mind yet, but I'm gonna search the toolbox and see what I can find. If you have any suggestions, put them in the chat. Like if you want to put a Roblox ID in the chat, a sound ID in the chat for me to listen to, I'll do it. Sound design, got anyone for that? Sound is half the game. As of right now, my sound designer is the toolbox. What you think about that, Leo? What you think about that? Is that good enough? Toolbox. I think if we go into loot ship display, is there a way that I can... sync with inventory? So we store the current IDs, and then here is where we add an item. So wonder how big games manage their sound design. Big games probably have like a dedicated sound guy, to be honest. Yeah, sound is like one of the most important things. It's crazy. If you take like if you take a game with no sound, it literally does remove like half the game, it feels like. So I think this right here will... Yeah, I think we can play the sound based on this script. So I'm going to add my sound utilities. And I'm going to add my sound data. And I think we're gonna actually remove this here. Okay, so we made reference to our sound data. Now, if we go into sound data, we are going to, for sound effects, we're going to put item, loot, loot captured. And now let me find a satisfying sound. Been a while since a good would you rather question. All right, Leo, ask me would you rather question. Satisfying, or we'll put like a reward sound. I can make a satisfying sound. I don't want to know what that sounds like, Seth. None of these fit the game. Would you rather be forced to stay in one country or forced to travel often? Oh, that's a good one. I would say stay in one country. Oh, let's just do this one. This is like a cash sound. Worth deck. Yo, what's up, man? Stay in one. I'm doing that right now. Exactly. Leo, that's literally what I'm doing right now. Because we broke. We can't travel anyways, so. How's the game going? Really good. We actually just we're just working on, we just finished the mobile sprint and crouch button so that players can play on mobile, which is like the biggest player base. You have to optimize your game for mobile. It's hard to get players otherwise. So we did that, and then we also added, I don't know if you saw the slime enemy. Were you at the last stream? Yeah, okay, so we refined the slime enemy. I can show you what it looks like now. I'm so proud of it. I'll show it any chance I get. Where it had the primary part issue? Yep, that's the one. Oh, hold on, you guys weren't supposed to see that. There we go. Okay, so this is what the slime looks like now. Hold on, let me expand it for you. Okay, let me go get eaten by a slime. So you can see I created like a little mini game that you have to play to get out of it. So it sucks you in, and then you have to press these buttons, and they get a little quicker. But if you press 6 of them, then you can get out. So that's where we're at with the slime enemy. That's nice. Thank you, man. I want to make the enemies unique. I don't know why this slime didn't eat me. Did we get an error? Oh no, he ate me now. Yeah. If this is the same slime, then he's gonna die, because if they capture you twice... Yep, he just died. Wait, does that slime disappear after you escape? No, it does. It disappears after the second time. So if the slime eats 2 people, and then 2 people break out, then the slime will die. But otherwise, on the first time, he just runs away like really fast. So that's why it looked like he kind of disappeared. Oh, so let's take this loot back. Okay, so back to the satisfying sound. So I've got the sound chosen, and... Okay, so we're gonna create a sound manager. Why aren't you doing viewports on the hotbar items? That's a good question, Omen Keys. I think instead of viewports, we're actually just gonna do images. But as of right now, We don't have the images yet. Tomorrow's the last day I gotta study, so I will have more time then. Yeah, Duffable, don't worry. Do what you gotta do, man. Sound, no, that was not supposed to happen that way. Sound utilities dot get. Go pursue your academic goals. That's awful advice, Leo. I think everyone should just drop out, you know what I mean? Just drop out and watch TikTok all day. What is your sound client or server based on? Or based? Wait, is your sound client or server based? Okay. I had a stroke reading that. I don't know why. That's not your problem. That's mine. It is both actually. It goes both ways. It can do both client and server. So I think that's called a shared module. But this call that I do .get, this will get the existing object, because it's an object-oriented script, so it'll get the existing object rather than creating a new object every time. Okay, so I think right here in the add item, I think if we put the sound in here, it'll actually play right. But if I want it to only play once, so if the sound hasn't played already, then we're gonna do sound manager dot, or actually we have to use method. We have to use the method because it's an object. We're gonna do sound manager, play proximity sound, and then the sound ID, we're gonna go into sound data dot sound effects dot what was it called? I think it was called loop captured. Yep, loop captured. And then we need to give it a part, which I think we can just do the loot zone. Let's see if we can do... Oh, we can play it from the displayer too. We'll just do that. I think we can do this. No, never mind. We can't do this. Do we have... Oh, detection zone. We'll play it from the detection zone. And then for the properties, I can pass in my properties, I can pass in the volume. So I'll do volume. I'll set that to 1, just 1. Physical labor is always an option to put food on the table. Yes, it is. I have to do physical labor for half my IRL job. Does anyone else in your team help script? Yes, we actually have 3 scripters, including myself, and then 1 builder. So we're really off balance right now, to be honest. Which is why Duffable is now training his brother. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if this actually plays a sound. Three is better than 1, not all the stress on you. Exactly. Yeah, like, I'm in charge of the main game loop, and the enemies, and some other things. I probably have the most experience scripting, even though I don't have a lot. I'm like 11 months in. But I have another scripter working on these furniture pieces right here. And then another scripter is working on the inventory system. Squiggums is actually the other scripter. One of the other scripters. Okay, so we have items. Let's go ahead and bring it back to the ship. And let's go ahead and see if we hear a sound. Oh, that ear raped me. That was so loud. But we heard it. Okay, I like this sound. Actually sounds kind of nice. You could always DIY sound design. Yeah. Yeah, for the bigger games, I feel like you can't, but for this game, I probably could. The sound feels stacked, like it was playing multiple times. You think it was? Maybe it was. Hold on. That's what it did. That's what it sounded like, right? That's actually a good point. Let's look at this logic really quick. So, this is set to false. Oh! It's because we never set it to true. You're a genius, Zach. You're a genius. Oh my gosh. I didn't even set the debounce correctly. But you know what? I think I found a better sound anyways, so we're gonna try this sound. Alright. Let's get a piece of loot somewhere. Of course we can't find loot right now. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and see if the sound no longer sounds stacked. So we're gonna bring our little plunger in. I'm not sure how I feel about that sound. I actually like that sound as like a... No, I think I'll keep it, because it's not like... It's not super annoying. I feel like a reward chime that's like super loud would get annoying. And that was more of like a little notification sound. So I kind of like it. I think we'll keep it for now. And then another thing that we're gonna do, let me actually pull up my to-do list and mark this off. Okay. Another thing we're gonna do is whenever somebody brings loot over to this over here, the roar chime could be when the players hit their quota. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. So it's less often. So whenever somebody brings a piece of loot, I wanted to like bring out a little notification out here on the right side and say, and like have a player's name and say like blank player, you know, like brought this loot or whatever. Kind of like to notify the team what everyone's doing. So we're gonna make that little GUI piece right now. So it's gonna pop out like right here, and it's gonna slide in super nicely. You can just show the player's avatar icon. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but at the same time, everyone has the same avatar. Like everyone's gonna be a little drill bot, so I don't know if that'll do that very good. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're gonna have custom avatars. Yeah, everyone has custom avatars. But maybe we still include it anyways. I don't think it'd be a bad idea. So I'm just thinking about how this is going to work in my brain. I think we're just going to do a client script and then just call it from a remote whenever we need it somewhere. I think. That's probably what we'll do. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. So we're going to need text label. And, you know, maybe let's just do a custom avatar. Why not? Because if you're playing with your friend, then you're going to know their avatar. And I think a lot of people are going to play this with their friends. Or play with, like, repeat people. So you'll kind of... I think having the avatar would be useful regardless of if you have custom avatars. Maybe we'll do, like, avatar and name or something. Just so that there's, like, a visual to it. We're going to set this to horizontal. Alignments. Fill direction. Horizontal. And then the image is going to go first. Then the text label. And as far as alignment goes, we're going to do center and center. So this image label is going to be the avatar image. We're going to set the background transparency to 1. Set this to 1. Actually, this we're actually going to make, I think. However we did our bar looked really good. Well, the quota bar looks good. Do this right here. Where's the quota bar? Where'd the quota bar go? Oh. There we go. Yeah, I really like the look of this quota bar. So we're just going to call this the frame. And then we'll just do this as the background. And this will take up 1, 1. And then for the frame, we'll make it big, like this. Kind of like that. And then for the quota label, we will... This actually looks good too. We can recreate it though. Yeah, that looks good. We can delete this frame. So this is how the notification will look like. We'll have it a little bigger. And it'll tween out like this. So this UI padding on the right, we're gonna make this 0. You enjoy working more on bigger games or smaller brain rot games? That's actually a really good question. I think this is like my first time working on a bigger game. I guess I guess Streamer Elevator wasn't as brain rot, but I would say while I'm working on it, the brain rot game can be a little more fun because it's like you can just do whatever, work at it really quickly and release it. But I feel like for a quality game like this, every little detail is important to me. So it can be really tedious. But um when it's released, I think I'm gonna enjoy this a lot better. Like doing updates and stuff on it. Because doing updates on a brain rot game is like torture. What of that 30-day game you worked on that you posted on YouTube? Um, I guess I don't really, since that was more like me, like my first, I guess, legit game that I tried building. I don't really consider, I don't know if I consider that like a brain rot or a quality game since it never really did much, but I guess it would lean more on the quality side. That was pretty fun to make. But again, I was like super, if it's brain rot, I don't really like care about the quality. I just like, you're trying to make it as quickly as possible. And the brain rot games are more focused on like just making an addicting game loop, like short mechanics. So they're pretty easy to make. But with these games, it's like super tedious because you want everything to be like super nice. So they both got their pros and cons. So X is gonna be 0.3 and 1. Does anyone know how to make that like circle? So that your player is in like a little circle. You know what I mean? UI corners. Duh. I don't know why I didn't think of UI corners. What would I do without you guys? So I just max this out, right? Like 100? Yes. And we're gonna make the aspect ratio. And we're gonna make this 0.3. No, that is way too small. 0.6, 0.8. 0.8 is good. And then as far as alignment goes, this is gonna be 0.7. Push that all the way there. And then for the text, we're gonna make the text size 30, 40. And then text wrapped is enabled. So if we start typing, okay, so the notification will go here. Dang, I forgot what font I used. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. So this is where the notification will go. And I think we're gonna add a UI stroke here. And we're gonna make the text the same color as his background. Okay, so this is where the notification is gonna go. And I think it's actually a little too big. Needs to be like 30. There we go. Um, Duffable go study. Is Duffable still here? No way. I don't think he's here anymore. 0.67. What genre do you like working in? Um, I really like horror games. I think horror games are so fun. Probably horror. What game did you release? I'm actually working on this game isn't released yet, Lollipop. Also, welcome to the stream. 6-7 in the Big 26 is crazy. My bad, my bad. I think I'm too old to be saying that, to be honest. Unsubscribed because of 6-7? Kebab, no. You said you released on one. Oh, okay. Yeah, one of the games I've released is called Hide the Food. That one blew up. But we basically just released I released one called Hallway Wars, which I made YouTube videos on, but that one didn't really do anything. And then me and a couple friends got together and made basically copies of Hide the Body. And we made like several different games based on that, and those did pretty well. And then I also released a game with a YouTuber named UK Darky. That game is called Streamer Elevator. So I've released like a couple games. I've ran ads on all of them. So I've got some experience under my belt, but I'm not like definitely by no means the most experienced. I saw one of your games called Zombie Shark Attack. Yeah, that was like back in the day when I was like 12, I really wanted to be a Roblox developer, but I didn't know how to script at all. So, I basically copied at the time there was this popular game when I was 12. Um, there was this game called Jaws, which I know there's still like a popular game called that and it's way better now, but back in the day, if you saw that game, it's like it just looks so old. But some like hacker basically copied the entire game and released it for free. So I copied the hacker's game that he released and made the shark green and like made my own lobby and stuff. So I didn't really have to script or anything. I just copied what the hacker was giving out and made like the zombie version of the Jaws game. So that was fun. Okay, and then I think up here we're gonna have something that says like notification. We're just gonna duplicate this and put it here. And but yeah, that ever since then, I've been like super skeptical about accidentally pressing the button on my game that says like um allow copying or whatever. There's like a setting that you could set that allows players to like copy your full-on game, like save it to their own studio. You know what? If I put it in this frame, yo, Kebab, how long have you been deving for? Coding in general. I guess both. I want to know both. Yo, what's up, Duffable? I get scared. I get scared when Duffable types in all caps. Some guy just DM me. He's the owner of like a really big group with 5 billion visits, and he wants to hire me. Yo, let's go. That's awesome, Duffable. Does he want to give you a percent or commission? Maybe Roblox, maybe like 2 to 3 years, but not consistent, and coding 6 years, but not consistent either. What were you coding before Roblox? I feel like I've asked you this before actually. Been deving for 5 years, most of the time was spent on uni, so not much progress was made on game dev. Okay. Is Unity very slow to progress? Like a lot slower? I know Roblox probably a lot easier because of they basically hold your hand with the multiplayer and servers and stuff like that. But is it like super hard to make a game on Unity? For like some small models, so I'll have time for Descend. If he said you need to let down Descend, I wouldn't do it. Aww. I know you wouldn't, Duffable. Thank you, man. And yeah, take this opportunity, Duffable. I want you to keep doing commissions and keep making connections. You can work on Descend on the side. By the way, I made a new handle to open the door and check it out. Oh, that's sick. Is it missing textures? I feel like I'm missing textures. I was coding random projects, mostly in Python. That's so cool though, Kebab. I want to learn Python. If I learn another language, the next one's gonna be Python for sure. The textures aren't loading. That's what I figured, because it looks like, I mean, it still looks amazing, but it looks like there was supposed to be other stuff. The handle looks really cool. Yeah, Unity is way harder, Zach. Dang. Zach, do you mostly dev in Roblox now? Like, have you just ditched Unity because of that? I think game process is tweaking. I'm trying to make a sprint script from local and it ain't working. Are you getting any errors? I still dev in Unity a bit, but my main space is Roblox now. Yeah, I feel like Roblox just makes it so easy, and Roblox has got their foot in the door, such a big freaking market share. Like the way that they just make it so easy that for your game to work on mobile is huge, because mobile is like 60 or 70% of the market share. So if you're trying to make money, you should dev on Roblox. And I think it's kind of untapped too. Like, you're telling me this guy with a monkey costume makes a game called Grow a Garden in like a couple weeks and is now probably he's probably gonna be a billionaire in his lifetime. Like, if he makes a couple more Grow a Gardens, he's gonna be a billionaire. He's probably made over 400 million on that game. Oh yeah, he bought Grow a Garden. But still, like, how long do you think Grow a Garden took to make? Like, let's be real. I'm not saying it's not a good game. I'm not trying to hate, but because the game, the mechanics are like super well thought out and super addicting. Like the mechanic where the seeds like refresh every 5 minutes, and there's people like streaming the refreshes so that like 100 people join the game when like a premium seed comes out. Like that's an insane mechanic. The original guy gets a decent percentage too. It took like 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, exactly. Probably a multi-millionaire. Oh yeah. No, the game easily raked in like at least, I think at least 400 million by now, if not more. Split between all of its owners, of course. But I'm sure Jandal made over 100 million in his pocket. No doubt. And he's still making some. He's still making so much money. Okay. I'm gonna make this notification color so it doesn't look all the same. I'm gonna make it like red. I need to find a red that synergizes with this yellow. Let me look up online. I can go to a palette. Look, is Leo still in the chat? I'm pulling up harmonizing colors. Are you proud of me? I'm using a color wheel. I'm using a color wheel so that the color actually synergizes. See, like for a brain rot game, I would just be picking some random colors and moving on. But I feel like I can't do that with this. Oh, Leo likes that. I made him proud. Okay, this is the color that it recommended. So we are going to actually save it. This is like our pastel red. What the heck? It didn't copy. Bruh. There we go. Copy. Here's the pastel red. Okay, it still doesn't want to copy. Oh, I'm pressing Control C, not Control V. There we go. There we go. Okay. I like the red. Maybe I can make it a little more red. I kind of like that. Okay, so now let's see. I think this is it. It would be cool if this notification, like if when it came in, it like rotated a little bit like this. Like if it did this, look at this. A little shake action. When it came in, it kind of like catch your eye. Also, notification's a really long word. Can we think of another one? Notice? That doesn't look good. Alert? No, alert sounds like you're in danger, when a lot of the times it's not going to be danger. Oh, maybe I make this dynamic so it changes. Yo, that's actually... Hold on. We'll make this the title, and then this will make the notif. Oh, notice is a good word. Leo, you come in handy, man. Notice. Yeah, I'm gonna make it dynamic though, so it's gonna say warning or things like that, depending on what kind of thing it is. I'll make it dynamic. So title, notification, and then this will be the oh, you know what we should do too? We should add a stroke. a UI stroke to this. That would look good. Actually, the same UI stroke we have here. Oh, this looks so good. But maybe less transparent. This, yeah, maybe a little less transparent, like that right there. And then we'll name this player icon. So this should be good. So we're gonna have this basically tween in like this, boom, and then this is gonna shake a little bit, and that's gonna be our notification. So let's put this in our, and the way that we're gonna build this, we're gonna build it so I can use this player notification system in any game. So we're gonna name this player notification. Boom, put that in there. Player notification. And I'll show you guys how I use I'll use ChatGPT or AI for the script. Do you have some UI on the top center? Yes, I actually do. Because there's this is gonna be more like player notifications. Like if a player dies or if a player like puts in loot. But I have like a general UI on the top center, which includes the quota bar, and it includes just some like messages of what's going on throughout the main game. That's why I didn't put it there. Otherwise, I would have put it there. Know what I mean? Great minds think alike. So we're gonna say GUI clone. Yes, sir. Player notification. And we got to make sure to. Okay, this is a setting that I feel like every GUI should have on by default. Ignore GUI inset. This is the dumbest setting to have disabled, in my opinion, because it's like you position it the way you want it, and then you play the game and it's completely off because of this stupid thing. Anyways, make sure it doesn't reset on spawn. And now, what we're gonna do is we're actually going to set this main frame here. So we're gonna say local. Local notification frame is. We don't have to wait for child. No point in doing that. You can go change the default so it ignore. Are you serious? Can you actually do that, Lollipop? How do you do that? I agree. There's more cases where you need to off and on. Exactly. Exactly. I feel like if there's more cases, like Rose said, then it just needs to be off. Or it needs to be on. It needs to be on. Yeah, it's new. How do I do it? I mean, I could just look it up. Yes, you can change the default values of every instance. It's a new feature. Oh, that's awesome. Also, welcome to the stream, Rose. Are you a developer? Create one, right-click it, set as default or something. Are you serious? Convert the package? Create one, right click, set it as default. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. They don't even pay a huge amount of money, but it's only the contribution. It's very handy. It would be way easier to get commissions. Yeah, Duffable, that just do it purely for the connection. Because they're gonna keep commissioning you if you do a good job. Yes, I'm working on an asymmetrical game. That's interesting. What's an asymmetrical game? I've never heard of that genre. Is that like a genre? Asymmetrical games. Oh, it's like no, actually I still don't know what asymmetrical is. It's like old stud like Roblox. It means you have the same thing on both sides. You have to save as default, but Lollipop, I don't see that. Save as default? Are you trolling me? Are you trolling me right now? Or maybe I don't have the latest studio. Basically, it's just a bunch of people versus one person. Oh, like Dead by Daylight? Oh, that's actually sounds so fun. What's your game called? Okay, so this notification frame we've referenced here, and this is what we're gonna tween in and out. We just have to, before it tweens, adjust the info. So we're gonna also show it our player icon. Notification frame, player icon, and then notification content is equal to, yeah, let's just name it that. And then we also need the title. Notification title. The content is inside of this background. Oh crap, hold on. Background dot player icon dot background dot notification content. Okay, so that's good. Signal lost. Oh, so it's kind of like a horror game. You have to click edit at the top. Save as default frame. Oh, okay. Okay, let me do that when. Wait, so if I create a UI, if I create a UI and then I do ignore GUI inset and then I go to edit and then save as default, you're saying save as default. So now if I create a new screen GUI, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. I'm also working on an asymmetrical. Never knew it was called that. The game's name is Deception. Zach, I actually played a game named Deception before. It's not very popular, so I'm not by any means saying you shouldn't name it that. I think that's a great name. But it was pretty fun. It was on Steam. Basically, to do default, you select the object, then do okay. So yeah, that's what I did. Asymmetrical game is one big bad versus many small good. On one side, you have only one person, while the other you have so many people. Oh, I see. So it's like the opposite of symmetrical. It just means that the teams are not symmetrical. Like you have two teams that are different. Like you have one person versus like 10 people, for example. Someone said my head was asymmetrical, so that's all I knew, but okay, so now that we have all these references, this is where notification type content and player profile pic. Okay. So I'm going to actually hold on, I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm going to reference my enhance, UI enhance. I had a brain fart. Enhance client rs dot services dot UI enhance dot AI client. Okay. So we're gonna give AI this script. Actually, I'm gonna make some comments really quick. Oh, let's also get the remote. So we're gonna say local player notification remote is gonna be rs wait for child, and it's going to be player notification remote. Yeah, we'll just name it that. So we're gonna say player notification remote. Why isn't on client event showing up? Oh, I guess because it doesn't really know the type. So on client event connect. Okay. So slide in using UI enhance. So my UI enhance client has a function that slides frames in, so I'm gonna use that. And I basically use that to slide in all my frames without any scrolling from the right side. Then this connect function needs to take in the notification. It needs to take in the title, the content, and the name of the player, I think, because these are player notifications. So we'll just say the name of the player, I think. Or do we want to? Okay, does anyone know when you call that thing that allows you to get like the picture of the Roblox character's face? Do you need to give it the user ID? Do you need to give it the user ID or the display name? User ID? Okay, user ID. User ID. So we're gonna say player user ID. User ID. Okay, bet. Thank you guys. So user ID, of course, nothing works with display names. Display names can change. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we can just easily set this up right now. So we're gonna say the notification content dot text is gonna be equal to the content. The title is going to text is gonna equal the title, and then the oh my gosh, Skaith, you put it in the chat for me. Thank you so much. I'm gonna actually copy that. And then the okay. So players. So basically what you're saying is I should be able to do player icon dot image is equal to players get user thumbnail async, and here's where I pass in the player user ID. Oh gosh. I can't believe you put this entire method in the chat. You're actually goated for that. Thumbnail type, thumbnail size, okay. Oh, thumbnail type. This is okay, so I actually have to give it a type. Enum thumbnail size. Oh. Thumbnail type. And then thumbnail size. Okay. Put it in a p call so it doesn't error out. That's a good point. How do you do p call again? It's fail. There we go. We love autofill. Okay. So wait, so this is putting it. Oh, we don't need to pass a failed. So basically, do we say player's image? Well, actually, I can just do this, right? I can just do this. Right? I don't really care if it doesn't succeed because it just won't show the image, right? But at least it won't break my script, right? Because the p call it'll just keep going. It's like doing task.spawn, right? It's just a separate thread. It's like a separate thread that can return to me the reason for the error. Define thumbnail and size on top. Are you saying just for organization purposes? What do you mean? Like, you want me to create variables for this? Yo, Duffable, this is your sign to quit school, and I'm just kidding. I gotta stop there. Dude, that's a dream come true. Being able to get your parents a car. Yeah, because they're enum types. You're indexing the class right now. I'm so confused. You're saying if I created a variable for it, wouldn't it just be, like... Like that? Is that how you... Oh, so I need... Dot headshot? Oh, okay, I see. I just wasn't specifying. The resolution could probably be 150 by 150. I think we'll get away with that. What other types are there besides headshot? Avatar bust? What is it? Oh, like the chest area? Thumbnail? $400 by 400 is good? I don't think I need it that big. That's huge. Do you have a contraption you go down in, or is it a regular old elevator? No, it's not a regular old elevator, okay? It's actually a giant drill. So the game is called Descend, and you're a robot, and you hop in this giant drill with your friends, and the drill drills down into the earth. We're just waiting on Duffable to finish the drill. Duffable's got a lot on his plate, so I can't blame him. I'll do headshot for now because I just want to see the picture. So now that we've set this notification data for the player, oh my gosh, get this Roblox assistant out of here. Okay, so now that we've set that, we can tween our frame in, and I can do that by saying UI enhance client, slide in, and I give it the GUI object, so I'm going to give it the notification frame, and then I'm going to give it a string of where I want it to tween in from, so I'm going to say right, and a amount of seconds, so I want it to be like one, I'll say 0.8 seconds, and then the start scale. So start scale, I'm not going to give it a start scale. That just allows it to grow, but I kind of want it to slide in at the same size no matter what. So we're going to leave it like this. It's going to slide in. And now I just need it to shake. I want it to shake the... You should add an if statement if success fails. But what would I put in that if statement? Because if it fails, you know? Like it's not like one of those things where if it fails, I don't want to continue or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. But let me know what you think. Okay, so this is going to be a function, local function, that is going to move title, or sway text. Sway text. Oh, you know what? I should add this sway text in my UI enhance. That would actually be a useful thing. You're right, it's only a picture. Dude, I love being right. I'm rarely right, so thank you for that. Okay. So this is going to give us, or sway GUI object. And we need the GUI object and the sway amount, and then a duration. And then we'll say if no duration is given, then just sway infinitely. Know what I mean? Okay, so I'm gonna put this in AI because I don't feel like dealing with the rotation math. Does anyone here use AI for scripting? I took the time to go set all my defaults, all UI instances, parts, etc. That's gonna help you so much in the long run. I need to do that. Rotation, fire. Help. Or send me the sway object function. It's self-explanatory. Just make sure it's optimal and doesn't do something dumb like start a new thread for every single object I add. It's gonna save my sanity not having to anchor point. Oh my gosh, the anchor points. I didn't even think about. That's another one. Yeah, anchor point 0.5, 0.5 is like standard. Okay, so this gave me a duration. So if there is no duration, let me actually check that. If no duration is specified, will it go infinitely until stopped? Question mark? Yes, it will sway infinitely until you call stop swaying. Okay, perfect. Default to scale size instead of offset. Oh my gosh. Lollipop, you're so right. That's actually what I need to do. I hate that. I hate that Roblox hasn't changed that default. Especially the scale one, because it's like, who actually uses pixels to scale things? Like, everyone just uses percent because then it looks good on all devices. Default scale to text automatically. Ugh. You're making me like, you're making me mad that I'm not doing this right now. But if I did that, it would probably be a boring stream. Okay, so we're gonna take this. Okay, UI enhance. So after it slides in, right? After it slides in, we're gonna take this same thing and we're gonna say, where's my sway function? Didn't I just make it? Sway? Oh, it's a local function. Hold on. There we go. So now hello? Where's my sway function? Right here. Maybe I need to reopen the script. Nope, it's still not showing up. Anyone know why? Anyone know why my... Oh! Oh my gosh. Hold on. I have bad syntax. It's gotta be, this. There we go. It didn't know where it was looking. There we go. Sway UI object. I'm going to slide in the notification title. We are going to the sway amount. We're gonna say like 10, and duration. We're not gonna give it a duration. We're just going to call it manually. So we're gonna say task.defer. Actually, instead of making a new thread, we could just do task.wait. We'll wait 8 seconds, and then after we wait 8 seconds, we are going to slide out the same way we came in, and then we're also going to I've seen you on Derp stream. He uses offset now. I forget why. Derp uses offsets? How do you make that optimized for mobile though? You can actually, you do need both. Don't get me wrong. There is a place for offsets. Like if you're trying to scale something more dramatically on the phone than on the or like position something or scale something more dramatically on the phone, because the phone is smaller, then you would use some offset and a mix of some offset and some scaling. But I don't understand purely using offset. With offset, you can scale it via code, which can make it easier to manipulate in some cases. Oh, okay. But you can also scale, what's it called? Scale. Like, you can scale the percent as well. Auto scaling sucks for things like scrolling frames and stuff. Oh yeah, because yep, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You can get the ratio between the screen size. Usually set your viewport and scale it via code. Okay. Yeah, there is a place. Okay, don't get me wrong. Offset, there is a place for it. But by default, what are you gonna use more? You're gonna probably use scale more. Or, hold on. Stop swaying. Notification frame. Oh, wait, actually we don't. No, we need to stop swaying the notification title. Using offset is optimal, but you're not getting much gain for how much more complicated it is. Using code to auto scale stuff. Okay. I gotcha, I gotcha. Wait, so derp uses purely offsets? Or derp doesn't use scaling at all? What the heck? It only sucks when using scrolling frames and UI grids and stuff, but I've come accustomed to it. Yeah, I mostly use scale, I'm not gonna lie. I barely ever use offsets. Okay, so we're gonna actually do a test notification from the main game loop. So we are gonna do local. Yeah, I also use scale with aspect ratio constraints. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. Literally me. Fire all clients. And bro, stop that. Fire all clients, and then what do I need? I need to give it the title, content, and player ID. Okay. So the title is going to be notice. The content is going to be this is a test notification. And then the player ID is going to be game.players.skidfly.user ID. We're just gonna hard code it for now. So let's go ahead and test this. So by default, we're gonna be invisible, right? There we go. Okay. Okay, so we should be getting a notification here. Maybe not. Maybe not. We got no notification. We are notificationless. Okay, let me see if it's even in my player GUI. Oh, I know why. GUI visible / enabled. Yes, it is enabled, but I didn't add it to my UI control client. I do this every time. I forget to do this. Here we go. So now it should trigger. We still got no notification. But it actually is here. So it loaded. It loaded this is a test notification. So it did that. Did we get any errors? Oh, hold on. Bruh. Bruh. Guys, don't close your eyes really quick. Don't look at this mistake. Don't look at that. How much longer do I plan to stream? I want to stream for a while, but I'm only planning on streaming for like 30 more minutes. Just because I have some things I have to do. There we go. Dude, I do not like that swaying at all. That looks so odd. Okay, that looked good, but I don't like the sway. Who are the little cone-headed guys? These are the drill robots. So you're descending into the earth in a giant drill, but you're also playing as a little drill bot. So, do you like it? I made it from toolbox stuff. I am an artiste. The little drill is so cute. Thank you, thank you. I think it's cute too. There's gonna be different characters, like based on the class that you pick, and then there's also gonna be like cosmetics that you can buy. Maybe like shoes. Get some custom shoes in there. Or like gloves or like a necklace maybe. Maybe not a necklace, but I like the shoes. Get away from me. Okay. So, I'm gonna change up the sway a little bit, because the sway looks like it does not look right. I created a monstrosity. Did you all see the sway? Am I the only one that thinks it's really bad looking? We are going to tell AI that it's going to be more of like a shake. Instead of a sway, make this more of like a shake. Like every couple of seconds, it shakes and maybe grows. No, we'll just keep it that. To get player attention. I don't like the sway. And just to make sure, I think part of the reason why it looked really weird is because the title is not set to 0.5. I don't think it is. Bro, can I get this blue plus off my screen? Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go, here we go. 0.5? Yeah, it wasn't set to the correct anchor. There we go. There we go. Player notification. Let me slap this back in there. Get that screen UI. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see if the shake looks better versus the sway. So I'm gonna replace this entire block with whatever AI gave me, which is this shake GUI object. We actually need it's a different call. We need to change that to sway, shake, and I need to give it the shake amount and the interval and the duration. I need to give it shake amount, interval, and duration. So amount is going to be 3 shakes, interval is going to be 3 seconds, and duration, we're not going to give it a duration. And then stop shaking. One thing I hope Roblox can add is an animation manager for UIs. Like the same way you do for normal 3D animations. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, literally what I'm doing right now as far as rotating and stuff, you mean like a manager that would help you set that up, right? Okay, let's go ahead and try the new shake method. Do you guys think the robot's feet are too big? Why does it shake like that? Why does it shake like it's stuck to its right side and it's just doing this? Why does it do that? Shake amount, interval. Oh, shake amount is how... Okay. Let's add more shake amount. How intense the shake is. We'll do like 7. Double that. Okay, so then the interval... Why does it... Shake with decaying intensity. It's not a matter of anchor point because I set the anchor point correctly. Why does it shake like it's anchored on the right side? Also see when I adjusted black. The shake rotates around the anchor point, which is probably set to 0. No, it's not. Set the anchor point to 5.5.5. I did that already. I literally did that. And it still looked bad. Oh, it's because the center is right here because this is so big. So I need to make this auto scale then. Right? Is the frame wider and the center point is where it's rotating? Come on, Squiggums, why you gotta copy me like that? I ain't giving you the satisfaction. I got it before I saw that chat message, okay? Okay, so I need to make it auto scale. Automatically size in the X. Right? This means it's gonna grow if I... No. How do I make it grow as I type? You guys know what I mean? How do I make it grow to the right? Isn't that automatic size? X scale? Oh, maybe I do need to make it... You know what? I think I do need to make it this way. I think I got it. Yep, there we go. There we go. Okay. So it's just gonna say test. And we will make this as small as it can be. So that should auto scale now. And keep the center where the actual text is. Let's put this player notification back. And let's test this. Okay. Okay, that was good. That was really good. I like the shake amount. Now we just need a sound. Are you good with making viral games? I'm pretty new to dev. I've made like a couple viral games. Mainly just based on like copying other games. So I wouldn't say I'm that good. Oh, thank you for the follow, Kenny. One game had 7K and the other game had like 3 or 4K. Look up a sound called Success. Oh, bet. Bet. Oh my goodness. Is that the one? Is that the one you're talking about, Skate? Do you know how my game failing? It's actually decent. You gotta give me some more info about your game. How much did you put into ads? I had one game where I put like $400 into ads, another game where I put like 150, another game where I put like 250 to start out and it's still going, probably $1,000 total in the ads. So it's actually decent story game. It's called Slenderman Story. Slenderman Story, let's go. I like that. But it's failing. Did you run ads, Kenny? Yo, welcome back, Sky. Yo, you made that up, Skaith? Come on. It's actually a good sound, but it's too cheery. You know, because if one of the notifications is like, your friend has passed away, I don't want it to be like a reward sound, you know? Check the server? What server? Oh, bro, this is so cursed. Hold on, I gotta share what Leo sent. That's so funny, Leo. Hold on, I'm gonna put it on stream. Wait just a minute. I need to get better at putting things on stream. No. Guys, this is what's inside of the drill. This is so cursed. This is so cursed. This is amazing, Leo. It's called Slenderman Story. Genuinely need feedback, but they always say it's good, but never actual criticism that's real. I've had critics who crapped on everything, just to crap on everything, but wasn't genuine. Ekony, if you really... Okay, so there is a surefire way to know what is wrong with your game, right? Because you can get the opinions of your friends, like you're saying, and they're all gonna say it's great, or you can get the opinion of some hater, and they're gonna criticize everything because they think they're such a pro, right? You shouldn't rely too much on... don't get me wrong, having a tester base to give you feedback is useful, but a big part of your feedback should be Roblox's built-in onboarding analytics. So you should be setting up, if you have like a tutorial in your game or just whatever your main game loop is, you should be tracking every point that the players are hitting. And then if you track every single point and you see that most players are dropping off at 0.4 or 0.5, then you know that 0.4 or 0.5 is probably what sucks. It's a storyteller with a lot of retention content. So what, like, you have to, it's fine. You can set up any game with onboarding stats. You can set up any one of your games with onboarding stats. You just have to think logically on what would make the most sense. If you don't have onboarding stats set up yet, then you shouldn't even be promoting or running the ads yet, because you're basically just shooting a dart blind. You know, like, you're gonna run all these ads and shoot your dart, and then wherever it lands, like, you're not gonna know why your game's doing bad. Talking about that while horrors beyond your comprehension is on the screen. Hold on. Did it replace my face cam? There we go. This is me, guys. This is the new me. Let me... Analytics seem fine. 7 to 9% retention D1, 1 to 2 D7, and 9 to 14 minutes of play time. So, honestly, with those... You look pale instead of pink now? Come on, Leo. Don't do me like that. Ekony, honestly, with those stats, you should be pretty good right now. You shouldn't be failing. Okay, you need to give me some more context. Like, have you ran ads? Because 9 to 14 minute playtime is gonna get you enough to get on home recommends. Like, what's your CCU look like? Especially like when you first launch a game. If you first launch a game and you get 9 minutes of playtime, even 10 minutes, you're gonna get home recommends. Well, I can't explain the game, but yeah, the game had peak 4K and then dropped to 100 in 3 weeks. Oh, so you hit 4K CCU? You hit 4K CCU and then dropped to 100 in 3 weeks? Is that what you're saying? Okay, what is the playtime right now? Like, because 9 to 14 is super broad. So what is, like, the playtime right now? Because right now 9 minimum. Okay. So that's probably your problem. 9 to 14 minutes is probably good enough to start getting you into home recommends. You're basically sending a flag to Roblox saying like, "Hey, my game has potential." And then Roblox feeds your game to a bunch of players, and then when it starts to lower, when your playtime starts to lower from 14 minutes to 9 minutes after it fed you 4,000 players, Roblox is going to be like, okay, well, this game, you know, we gave it a shot and it deserves 100 CCU. So like 9 minutes is not great. And then 7 to 9% retention. I mean, you can definitely get more than 100 CCU with 7 to 9% retention. So I think again, you just need to track where players are dropping off. Because you can make all the updates you want, thinking like, oh, this is what's going to help the game improve. And you might be right, but like, why guess when you could literally just set up analytics and be like, oh, okay, so 90% of my players are dropping off when Slenderman slaps them in the cheeks. And then that's when you know, like, that's the part I need to update. Yeah, custom analytics. I did everything for them to understand every penny, and even gave free lives when they die first time. But see, Ekony, if you don't have stats, then if you're not tracking where the players are dropping off, then you're never gonna know. You know what I mean? But the fact that you even hit 4K CCU, dude, that is insane. Like, and the fact that you're even holding 100 CCU now, like, that's amazing. Like, do you know how many devs their dream is to even get like 50 CCU, let alone like 4K and 100? So, not trying to glaze you or anything, but funnels, events, all of them. Yeah, I mean, events are important, but I would say the funnel is the most important. Because events can help you track, like, you know, even more data. Like, you can see how many players are doing X, X action. But the onboarding analytics are going to be the most important to improve your stats. Because you're going to figure out where players are dropping off, and you're going to know exactly what to improve on. So you don't even have to ask yourself, like, why is the game failing? You'll know. You'll know for the most part. That was me 2 years ago, I know. Wait. Oh, no, I thought you meant, like, 2 years ago you hit 4K CCU. Yeah, but keep up the good work, Ekony. That's awesome. Okay, so enough flying around these templates. Let me add the sound that I wanted to add. So when we slide in, But right before we're sliding in, we are going to play local sound effects, and the sound ID is going to be sounddata.gui.player which I don't even think I've picked one yet. Hold on. I like this one. Ooh, I like this one too. I like this one. I like this one. I'll try funnels. Do you have time to hop in the game and see it? Right now I have probably around 10 more minutes of streaming. So I do want to finish as much as I can, but Ekany, if you want, you can post your game in my Discord channel and I will play it on stream. Next stream. And I can give my feedback and stuff, but like I said, my feedback is probably not going to be very valuable. One, because I have so much that much experience as far as like knowing like why a game is failing, purely because like I just rely on the stats, and I've only really worked on like a handful of games, so I can't I don't have the eye yet to automatically know. But I think once I make like, you know, 50 games and I'm like tracking all the analytics, I'll be able to probably tell more by eye like, oh, this is what's probably failing because I've done it like 50 times. But I'll play it on stream and give my opinion. Holy, you're still live? Yes, I'm still live, Duffable. I need to sleep. It's 1 a.m. Get your military time out of here, dude. What is it? 52? That's that's 12:52, right? In non-military time. Right now, I'm working on a notification. I have already studied. I have the test tomorrow. Let's go. You already studied? I hope you pass your test, man. Ekany, it's okay if you can't join my live stream. If you want, just post the game in the Discord, and I'll shoot you a message about it when I test it. Okay, I'll show you, Duffable. Let me just add this sound really quick. LMAO, the rest of the world is on military time. I know. You can add on Discord, same user is here. Here, I'll post my I'll just post my, what's it called? You can just join my Discord here. And then if anyone in the stream right now is interested in keeping up with the game that I'm working on and my streams, and also possibly being a tester, then feel free to join the Descend Discord server. I'll send it right now. Here is the Descend Discord server. So if you're interested in keeping up with it, definitely join. I would appreciate it. Okay, so we are going to play this local sound effect. Volume 1.5. Okay, so Duffable, check this out. I'm just running a test notification right now, but eventually it's going to have some useful information. This is a test notification. What you think? What you think? Am I a tester? Yeah, you can be a tester, Sky. We haven't made like a tester form or anything, but once we have a date, we're gonna tell you the steps that you need to take. But it's gonna be simple. It's just like if you want to test, just join up kind of thing. I'll hit you up after stream. That for what will the notification be used for? So the notification is going to be used for player actions. So like if a player dies or gets downed, the rest of the team is going to be notified. If the player brings loot to the cargo hold, all the rest of the players are going to be notified. If a player... Oh, we're also going to make like a little button that players can use to, what's it called? Ping a location or ping an object, or an item. So the notification will show up for that too. I think that's a good time actually to end because hold on. This is a little too loud. I'm gonna make it like 0.8. But I think that's a good time to end. But yeah, for any of those that are not following my Twitch or anyone that's not subscribed, if you want to keep up with my streams, definitely feel free to follow or subscribe. That's gonna be it for this one. In the stream, we made everything but the snail enemy. I know, everything but the thing that we said we were gonna make. It's called, I'm an expert procrastinator, Leo. You're the only dude who responded and talked to me out of all the other dev streamers? What? That's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that, Ekani. I try to talk with everyone I see in the chat. But given I don't get a lot of viewers, so I can appreciate anybody that joins. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching.